Alright, I can't remember, I'll have to go back and look, see what videos I've shot, but this is one of them late night projects, getting to be 8 o'clock, I'm still doodling with this, but anyways, this bulldozer blade has that spherical bearing supposed to be in it. It was whooped out about an 1/8 inch oversize, so I've gone around, built it up, and what I did here to get set up on this, seeing as we haven't got a lot to go off from, I went off from the blade edge, not the cutting edge because it's worn uneven, but back up here, the actual material. You can see like here the cutting edge is sticking out past the edge. But you can see I went on that edge, squared that up to the edge of my table, and then, for lack of any better idea, I put my digital angle finder on here and just squared the blade up. I'll show you what I got going on. By the way, I clamped down a couple plates to the table, tack welded the edge to the clamp, and then back here, I just set up blocks until I got it square. With that being a spherical bearing, it's not life and death that it's exactly on. I'm just trying to get it basically where that ear is plumb. And then once I had it sitting on those, I bolted these down to the table and welded it to them. So what's holding this thing in place is 6 tack welds and the fact that it's pretty dang heavy. Then, because there was nothing else to indicate off them, it's got this bolt hole pattern that's centered on that where the covers go on. The holes were a little beat up, so I took and drove some 1/2 inch dowel pins in them and then indicated those holes. The numbers were all kinds of kooky, so what I did is just averaged out those and found the center line of the average. And now I'm getting ready to try taking a skim through as soon as I knock them dowels out. Alright, I'm just taking kind of a test cut back through here. I've been playing with my feeds and speeds. This is the first cut that I've made that I don't feel looks terrible, but pretty light cut. I did that because I broke the tip on my tool in the last pass, so I'm just cutting back through at the same setting just to get back to 0, and then we're going to try advancing the tool again and see what happens. I'm a little worried that I didn't put enough build-up in because I got about 2/3 of this thing I'm not making contact on yet. I got to do a little measuring after this pass because if it looks like, again, you know, I've got a lot that needs build-up, I'll have to decide at what point I start adding that. Anyway, we're getting there. Alright, so you can see we've got quite a ways to go to get cleanup up in here. I think we're going to have a little welding to do in here, but I'm going to measure after this pass. I think after this pass, I ought to have about 50 thou on a side left to go. I say I think because I haven't measured in a bit because I knew I had a lot of material to remove. But it should be about 50 thou on a side after this pass, and I don't think that'll clean it up. So anyway, obviously we've got full contact from there all the way around there. It's section up in here that's not looking so hot. Kind of expected that, so I'm not shocked. Alright, so this is going to be really dumb close to finish pass. About ready to back her out of here. Got a few little pocks, you can see one there. I got a couple up on the top side you can see, but nothing that's bad enough that I'm going to chase it any further, so anyway, we're about to measure this, see, that should have been my finished pass, but it didn't look to me like it was cutting quite as much as it ought to be. Tool's a little bit dull, but I didn't want to swap it at this stage in the business, so I'm going to get some measurements, and then if that's good, I'm just going to hand grind these face goobers off and call it good, so we'll see what we got. Alright, this is it. Finished pass. We'll just clean up the weld on the outside edges, press this spherical bearing in, and she's going to be good. There she is. We got this little bit on the edge that we didn't fill in, but it's not too bad. We can live with that. Here she be, ready to roll.